What's going on, everybody? Welcome to the GameFreak. Today, I want to talk about the truth, or my opinion of Evercade. And after I go through all of this, I would love to know your opinions on this in the comments section. So, without further ado, let's just jump into it. Evercade is a great way to collect retro games in an affordable way. However, it does also have its disadvantages. Let's start with the advantages though. The prices on these carts are now currently going for between $25 to $30 a piece. You also have to keep in mind that every cart except one has multiple games on them. Some are dual game carts, where others are multiple game collection, ranging from 3 games up to 20 or so on a single cart. That in itself has the potential to save you some money if you are going for the physical aspect form. That is, if you're not looking for the physical form of each and every one of those games. I've done videos where I price compare some of the carts versus buying each game individually. Perfect example, the Irem Arcade Collection 1 cart. This cart has 6 games on it. One of those games is In the Hunt. This cart is an arcade collection cart with licensed arcade versions of games on it. If you wanted In the Hunt individually in physical form, price chart has the PS1 version priced at $117 for a complete version and $240 for a new version. Some resellers are selling this game alone for up to $500. So buying the arcade version on this cart alone for the Evercade actually saves you a shitload of money. However, like I said, there is still a downside to this, which I will get to in a bit. So not only can you save money by buying these collections on a $25 cart, but you'll also be saving some space. Since most Evercade carts cram multiple games on a single cart, this helps preserve the shelf space where you'll be storing them when they aren't being played. Another great thing about Evercade carts is that they can be played on multiple devices. Not only can they be played on the Evercade VS and VSR consoles, but they are also compatible with the Evercade EXP and EXPR portables, the smaller Super Pocket portables, but they're also compatible with the newest addition to the Evercade family, the Alphas. The Alphas are a tabletop arcade cabinet with a built-in library of games and can play your Evercade carts. Now, as you can see, I do not have either of the Evercade Alphas that are available. I passed on both, but for logical reasons. Not because I think they are bad products, but because I had already built a full-size version of these products a year and a half before the Alphas were even thought about. I actually built my Freecade just weeks after I bought the Evercade VS. I figured playing the arcade games would feel more genuine on a full-size arcade cabinet. Thus, the Freecade was born. It's powered by my Evercade VSR, but previously my Evercade VS. So I can play my Evercade arcade carts in true fashion. It's also equipped with a game stick that has 40,000 games on it. That game stick happens to have every game on it that is built into both Alphas. So essentially the Freecade is a full-size Alpha, but both in one. Not to mention, I built the Freecade for cheaper than what the Alphas cost, and that's lumber and hardware included. Alphas run around $250. It cost me around $230 total on my Freecade, and it's full size, not a countertop. Granted, this isn't for everybody. If someone doesn't have the room for a full-size arcade cabinet, but wants that arcade experience without taking up much space, the Alphas are a perfect alternative. This definitely isn't me bashing the Alphas. They look beautiful and I've heard nothing but positive things about them since they hit the market. It just made no sense for me personally to get one when I already have the same thing in a bigger form. So getting back to the Evercade carts, they can save you money in an aspect of not having to buy each game on the carts individually. These collection carts also save you tons of storage space. You'll also have so many options on how to play these carts. There are a lot of positives here, but with every positive, there's a negative, sometimes many. Though it's great to have these game collections on a single cart on physical media, there are risks involved. I love Blaze and support the products. However, if I'm gonna be honest, quality control is definitely not one of their strong suits. These carts are basically just rewritable SD cards soldered to a chip encased in plastic. Over time, they will wear out. Now listen, I get it, everything wears out over time, but these will more than likely wear out faster than other consoles' carts. Evercade carts are basically ROM dumps put on a chip and housed to give its physical form. Again, this isn't me bashing Blaze. I obviously support them. What's on the screen should show you that I invest plenty of money into them. But we can't kid ourselves by saying this is high quality stuff. Lots of their stuff is nicely made and put together, but high quality? No. You get what you pay for is the bottom line. Evercade is an affordable way to get your retro fix, but not the highest quality way. I still game hunt because I still want individual copies of games. A lot of these games I know will never be on the Evercade for a couple of reasons. The first, some games are just too much for the Evercade to handle. And the second, Blaze is too small of a company to acquire some of the bigger licenses. Now, to their credit, they have scored some big names like Legacy of Kain, Tomb Raider, Duke Nukem, and recently SNK. But there's just so much more out there that they most likely will never get. But you know what? That's okay. I still love Evercade and will continue supporting Blaze. They helped add that spark and excitement back into retro gaming, especially at a time when greedy resellers are overcharging people for something as simple as a video game. I obviously love video games like so many of you do, but let's think clearly here for a minute. They are just video games. No game out there is worth hundreds or even thousands of dollars a piece. None. No matter how much they mean to anybody, myself included, they are just video games. I'll continue game hunting and getting physical copies of games as long as they are decently priced, even if I do have these games already on an Evercade cart. There's just something about owning the physical copy of individual games. However, I refuse to spend an arm and a leg for one. I'll also continue buying Evercade carts. I'm not one that wants the entire collection, so I only purchase the carts I'm interested in. But this isn't only with the Evercade. I'm like this with every console I own. Why waste money on any carts that I know I'll never play? In my mind, it seems like a foolish thing to do, but to each their own. I guess it's because I'm a gamer and not a collector. Some people are both though, and that's also okay. Overall, the pros outweigh the cons when it comes to Evercade, at least for me personally. I wouldn't recommend Evercade to people if I thought it was junk. It's definitely not the highest of quality, but it's not made insanely cheap either. It's one of the more affordable ways to enjoy retro gaming. Just keep in mind, don't expect to find the most popular games out there if you decide to dive into the Evercade ecosystem. Now, you are likely to find some well-known titles, but you're more likely to find lesser-known titles that just got overshadowed by the bigger names. So those are my opinions on the Evercade. I would love to know what you guys think in the comments section. And also, don't forget that I am on a mission, a battle to hit 2K subs before 2026. Now, we already have an amazing community here on the Game Freak, but why not add to it? The more people that are in this community to talk about what we all enjoy, in this case, video games, the more fun it will be. Plus, we get to meet more people who love gaming like all of us. So feel free to share any of my videos on any platform you wish to help get the word out. Tell your friends, tell your family, tell everybody to hop on over and subscribe to the Game Freak. I appreciate all of my subscribers for the continuous support. So if you are new to this channel, don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button. It really helps out this channel a lot, and I greatly appreciate it. And if you are a content creator, don't forget to type in that word content in the comment section. That's all you have to do, just type in that word content. And if we see the word content, well, we have a thing on this channel that I like to call the Game Freak Army. And when we see that word, we will go to your channel and we will subscribe to your page, because that's what we like to do. We like to help each other out, help each other's channels grow. We want to see everyone succeed. You know, this isn't a popularity contest. No one's trying to be king of YouTube. We just want to help each other out. That's what it's all about. That's what YouTube should be all about. Even if you're not a gaming channel, I don't care what kind of channel you have. It's all good. Just type in content. We will still go to your channel and we will help out any way that we can by subscribing to you. That's one way. So once again, I want to thank you guys for taking the time to watch this video. And until the next one, game on, everybody.